You have 15 saved messages. Enter your mailbox password. To listen to your Monday, December 11 at 11:19 a.m.
Registration, press 2. Scores and score reporting, press 3. Admission tickets and test day questions, press 4. Billing and payment, press 5.
Thank you for calling College Board. My name is Misty. My agent ID number is 190345. How may I assist you today?
What is your number?
190345.
What is your name?
Misty. M-I-S-T-Y.
Okay, Misty, I called you guys Friday, and I had a big problem that didn't get resolved. Maybe you can resolve it for me?
I can try to assist you. Okay. What can I help you with?
Okay, my son originally paid for a College Board test, I believe it was in March or April or something, and he didn't take it, and he went back to his school counselor, and they said, you really need to take this, and they went online, and they repaid the $41.50 instead of the renewal fee or the reschedule fee. And I found out about it, and I called you guys in, and I talked to somebody named Kenneth, who was a real unhelpful and snide person, and he couldn't resolve it. I said, I don't want you to charge $41.50 to my credit card, which I've already paid once. I just want you to change the amount to the $20 reschedule fee. And he flat told me you can't do it, and then I asked to talk to a supervisor, and he put me on hold for 15 minutes. Then he came back on the line and said, the supervisor's busy, he'll call you back. And I said, what's the supervisor's name? And he said, Elvis Presley, and then hung up in my face.
Okay, and may I please have your son's first name, please? Thank you for holding. My name is Charlotte. My agent ID is 188409. I'm a supervisor for College Board. How may I help you today?
What is your number?
It's 188409.
And your name?
It's Charlotte with a C.
Okay, well, I was on hold with Misty, and she said she was going to help me out, and I still haven't resolved two issues that I have. Basically, back on May 2nd, my son paid for, the College Board test, and he didn't take it, and his high school advisor persuaded him he really needs to take it. They went online, and they paid the full price again, $41.50, charged it to my credit card. And I found out what was going on, and that really you only have to pay like a $20 fee to reschedule. And I called your customer service last Friday and talked with this rude person named Kenneth, who was no help at all. And I called in and talked to Misty, and she put me on hold forever, and now you finally come back on the phone. Do you have that screen up so that you can get this thing straightened out?
Yes, sir, I do. And actually, I don't know if you have been fully told of the policy or not, and this information is available on the website whenever you do register. In fact, you do have to agree to it before you can actually continue.
Mm-hmm.
And it is that our policy is that all fees are non-refundable, but test fees, however, are transferable, again, for that $20.50 fee. But, again, they would not be refundable.
Well, can't you just change the amount of the charge to reflect the reschedule fee and not the full fee? Why should you have to pay twice?
Sir, unfortunately, if you do go ahead and make the additional registration, he will have two registrations, which he certainly could still go ahead and transfer the first registration should he choose to take that again. That would be no problem.
Well, that's what this guy told me Friday. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, he already registered once. He didn't go. And, I've been told that to reschedule, you pay $20. Somehow, by mistake, he paid the full price again. I'm more than willing to pay the re-registration fee, but why would I have to pay for the thing again?
You do have to call in to make that registration date change. He simply registered again.
Well, shouldn't they have caught that when this thing was going down the first time?
Well, no, they certainly, students are able to do that. Should they decide to take another test, they can transfer that, or they can use that as a walk-in registration as well.
I'm certainly not following this. Does that make sense to you?
Sir, it is our policy that all fees are non-refundable. Once they have registered, they cannot get their money back, whether they choose to take the test or not.
Well,
Now,
if you went into a grocery store and you bought something that cost $20 and you inadvertently gave the merchant $40, what would the merchant do?
Sir, you didn't buy something that cost $20. There's a registration change fee, which is not what he did. He purchased an additional registration, and he paid regular price for that.
Well,
Now,
that was
should
a
he
mistake. Are you going to punish him for this mistake?
Sir, that information is available on the website. He did have to agree to that information before he could move forward with the registration. As well, if you would like to speak with the counselor who was assisting him,
Well,
should have been there and been going over that with the student as well.
well. Oh, and okay, you're a supervisor. Do you have somebody there named Kenneth?
We do have other call centers available.
I have a number, 1-838-252. Does that bring anybody up?
I would have to look that up on another system, but I'll go ahead and write that down. Could you give me that number again?
Well, this is the one he said his name was Kenneth, and 1-838-252. And I talked to him. I talked to him Friday, about maybe 3:30, sometime 3:30 to 4, and we went round and around the same way. He put me on hold for about 15 or 20 minutes, came back, and said that he didn't know how to solve this problem. He took down my phone number, and I said, well, who's going to call me back? And he said, Elvis. I said, Elvis who? He said, Elvis Presley, and slammed the phone in my face.
Sir, I do apologize for that. That is not a behavior that we can...
And needless to say, Elvis never called me either. All right.
Is there anything else I can do to help you today, sir?
You just might want to suggest that you be a little bit more flexible on your refunds or your reschedules, because this is kind of inflexible and a little bit silly from my point of view.
Sir, I certainly understand your point. I will pass that information along. However, right now that is our policy, so that is unfortunately what we do have to go by.
It is unfortunate. All right, bye.
Okay, well, thank you for calling College Board. Should you have any other questions, don't hesitate to give us a call back or visit online at collegeboard.com. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you.
To play this message again, press 1. To save this message and play the next one, press 2. To erase Thursday, December